Welcome to this video. Today we're going to be doing a stock analysis on Unusual Machines. For those of you who don't know this company, Unusual Machines make drone and drone parts as a part of the US military program, and it is partly owned by Elon Musk, and also Donald Trump Jr.'s son is in the board, so that is why I'm looking at this stock today. Now, if you find this video interesting and want to see more of these, don't forget to like and subscribe, as it helps me out quite a lot. Alright, now for the technical analysis. As you can see right here, the death cross appeared right here on the 17th of January, and it has been downhill ever since. As you can see, this death cross occurred when it was at 14.20, and as you can see right now, we are trading at 8.9. Now this is quite far down, and it has just been a downhill ever since. And also, as you can see down here in the RSI index, lately it has performed quite worse, dropping down to almost 16 on the RSI. Now, those of you who doesn't know the RSI index, that is the relative strength index, and this shows over a period of time if the momentum is upwards or downwards. So if the yellow line is above the purple line, that means that it is trending downwards, and vice versa. And as you can see, there is this big dip here, which is quite unusual because it's so flat, it doesn't spike up and down that much. This means that there was quite largest amount of people thinking it should stay down here, which is also what you can see in these candles here. They are incredibly big, and as you can see, their tops are very little, which means that the upwards momentum is not even there. Now, and if you take a look at the candles in general in this stock, as you can see here, when we have the green ones, many of them have this big wick in the top, as you can see here, and then barely one at the bottom. This means that the people who are selling this is quite larger, because the top here is at what it was at one point within 1 hour. Now within this 1 hour it came to 13.63, but it ended it at 12.8. Now this means that the downwards momentum took some of the top off. It was of course still a quite good hour, as you can see, but it could have been a lot better. And then again, as you see here, another good hour which had the top taken off, and then came these red candles. Barely any bottom at all, barely no top. This one actually had quite a big bottom. And then as you see here, these wicks and their bottoms are not that big, neither is their top, which means that the amount of pressure going down or up is quite the same. The fewer wicks you see, the less pressure there is from the other side. For example, this one right here, you can see there is no wick in the top or bottom, basically only this one below, which means this hour people were only selling basically. Now, if you take a look at the stock, just look at its history, you can see it is very new. It came on the stock market back in the 14th of February last year. And as you can see, in that period, it traded very sideways just until it was announced right around here that Donald Trump Jr. was becoming a board member, and that Elon Musk would also be bought into the company. And as you can see, ever since then, it has just spiked insane amounts. It was all up in $23.5 at some point. But then again, if you look here, it's at 8.7 now. So it's falling, and as you can see, it has been falling almost daily ever since this death cross. Actually, almost ever since the peak. It had this rebound here back up to the 20s, and then again, it just fell through. So it has this tendency to trade sideways at some point here at around $12. And then again, it just tilted all the way down here and has continued trading down here. Now, if you look at some of the technicals, it's actually neutral, as you can see here. It's a neutral because there isn't that bad neutrals. As you can see, it's trading sideways, and the 50-day and 200-day moving average isn't that far from each other, which is also always a good sign, and it hasn't been performing downwards that long. This is much better for a stock that has been on the market for a longer time than a year. Now the analyst rating, on the other hand, that's a different story. As you can see, it says $16. Now I think this is just pure speculative of people who want this to boom because we have Donald Trump Jr. in it, and I really doubt it. If you can see the forecast here, we only have strong buy recommendations. Always be wary when there's only strong buy, because that means people are taking a gamble on this. So I really wouldn't touch this at all personally. I'm not even gonna consider buying it. But also, if we look at their earnings, as you can see up here, they're losing money every single quarter. Every single quarter they're losing money, and their margins are terrible. So it's not even the products they do sell, they don't even do that well. So yeah, I wouldn't touch this at all. And also just look at the graphs for the year 2024. It only boomed when it was quite speculative, and when Donald Trump Jr. joined and Elon Musk. So yeah, this stock is quite volatile and very speculative. If you want to gamble in your portfolio, of course you can take this. Personally, I would stay away from it. That was it from this video. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.